1 Corinthians 15:33, do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. 1 Corinthians 15:33 NIV. Hi, welcome to Dave Ignite. It's been a while since I've done a video, so maybe you're seeing this just one right after another, but it's been a while for me, so I'm so glad to be back and to be with you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We're going to memorize this verse and hopefully understand a little bit, and we really want to apply it to life. Jesus was pretty big about not just hearing the word, but putting it into practice. So 1 Corinthians 15:33, do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. 1 Corinthians 15:33. If you're receiving a benefit from this, some value, I would ask that you click like, subscribe, and even click on that bell so that you can receive notifications when new material comes out. It's interesting that God inspired the Apostle Paul to write this, and the Apostle Paul quoted a Greek poet named Menander. 1 Corinthians 15:33, do not be misled, and here's the quote, bad company corrupts good character. 1 Corinthians 15:33. Interesting that the Lord would use that avenue for His Holy Scriptures. 1 Corinthians 15:33, do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. Now, I don't know about you, but I have friends, and I myself have asked through the years, am I being the influencer or am I being influenced? And I think that's a huge and important question in all of our relationships, because 1 Corinthians 15:33, NIV says, do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. I've been reading a book recently. Let me grab it for you. And let me be clear, I am not necessarily saying that I agree 100% with everything written in this book. It is 12 Rules for Life, The Antidote to Chaos by Jordan B. Peterson. But on page 78 and 79 in this, it's chapter 3 about the 12 Rules of Life, he writes this. How do you know that your attempts to pull someone up won't instead bring them or you further down? Imagine the case of someone supervising an exceptional team of workers, all of them striving towards a collectively held goal. Imagine them hardworking, brilliant, creative, and unified. But the person supervising is also responsible for someone troubled, who is performing poorly elsewhere, that is. In a fit of inspiration, the well-meaning manager moves that problematic person into the midst of this stellar team, hoping to improve him by example. What happens? And the psychological literature is clear on this point. Does the errant interloper immediately straighten up and fly right? No. Instead, the entire team degenerates. The newcomer remains cynical, arrogant, and neurotic. He complains, he shirks, he missed important meetings. His low-quality work causes delays and must be redone by others. He still gets paid, however, just like his teammates. The hard workers who surround him start to feel betrayed. Why am I breaking myself into pieces striving to finish this project? Each thinks. When my new team member never breaks a sweat. The same thing happens when well-meaning counselors place a delinquent teen among comparatively civilized peers. The delinquency spreads, not the stability. Down is a lot easier than up. As I was reading this book and meeting with some friends to discuss it, we were challenged trying to think, well, how does this relate to us as followers of Jesus Christ? How do we help people? 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. That fits seemingly very well within what is being quoted in the book. God's word is the authority. And so we're going to trust it. Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. Let's take a quick look at a 3x5 card. You will note that, first of all, for two reasons, the print on here is larger than usual. Number one, it's a shorter verse, so we can make it larger, and that's nice. Number two, I confess, I don't know about you, but as I add years to my life, and I'm thankful and blessed to do so, I find that my eyesight tends to be decreasing in its accuracy. So, but that 3 out of 5 card can be extremely helpful. Once again, read it. 1 Corinthians 15:33, do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. 1 Corinthians 15:33. I like the verse at the beginning and end, the reference there, so I can hopefully try to remember where it is. But read it 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 times, then turn it over and read it and try and do it without looking at it. My little drawing up here today is simply, we've got bad company on one side, good character on the other side, and the influence here is going from the bad company towards a good character, and I put shaky lines underneath there to show that that good character is being affected, in a negative, a waving, and unstabilizing way. Just something to help remember. Let us be careful about the friends we keep. Now, I'm not saying that the scriptures say don't be with people who aren't like you, or don't be with people who need help. Jesus is clear about we need to help people, but there seems to be some other things at play here. Things like, do they want to be helped? And I know that can open a can of worms. So for today, 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. Well, if you're finding value in these, I hope that you will click like, subscribe, and yes, ring the bell so that you can receive notifications when these come out. I would appreciate that very much. At the beginning, we stated that we wanted to not only hear this and learn this, but apply it. So I would ask you, how can you apply this to your life? Are there people who are bringing you down? Ask that question of yourself. Ask your family. If you're married, ask your spouse, ask maybe your adult children or others, who's being influenced here? Because we want to be the best possible person we can be in and for and with Jesus Christ. Once again, I am Dave of Dave and Ignite, and glad you're here today. I hope to see you again soon. Until then, may God bless you. May it be so.